There's one thing that differentiates people who actually end up being successful from people who just are not successful. And it is not talent, it is consistency. It is being willing to show up every single day and make a fool of yourself because you are not at the same level as these other people, and you are just willing to accept that. These people will get so much farther than anyone, especially those who are talented and rely on that, because they have done that work of being willing to embarrass themselves and just not be happy with where they are, because that's what it means to be a beginner. Nobody who starts anything is very happy with where they are. Like, for example, you want to start drawing, you see these amazing artists online, they've been doing it for 20 years, and you're like, I want to do that. And you draw the worst little doodle, and you spend 3 hours on it, and that hurts. So there's like this humbleness that has to come from being a beginner, and doing that once is hard enough. You're like, wow, this sucks. Doing that over and over and over and over, it gets to people, and that's why people quit and they give up on their dreams. But you just need to really accept the fact that you can have what you want. You can have exactly what you want. You can have the career that you want. You can have the relationship that you want. Everything is right there. It's ready to be grabbed, okay? But you're gonna have to show up for a while before you see it in real life. And that's where people give up, because they do these mental gymnastics where they're like, oh, I can't actually have what I want, or they face obstacles because it's just hard. It's hard to do something every day or do something consistently, especially if this is not what you're able to dedicate all of your time to. It's challenging. And so people, they're like, oh, well, this is too oversaturated, or I'm just not naturally talented enough. They come up with all these excuses and they say them to other people, but really, the most insidious part is that they're saying this to themselves, and they're convincing themselves that they don't actually want this when they do, and they know they want it, and they just let themselves get convinced that they can't actually have it, and that the effort is not worth it. So don't make this mistake, because this is not true. Just today, I got to live this. I actually filmed this video earlier, and then I was like, alright, on with my day. I went to the gym, and I just pulled my video up to edit it, and my mic died, like, in the first minute of recording. So now I'm recording it again, and you know what? There are two ways I could have reacted to this. I could have been like, well, I'm just not going to upload a video today. It's too much work. I am tired. I wanted to go, I want to relax. Or I am just going to film it again. I don't care. I will film it without a mic because I want to be consistent, and I know the value of being consistent. If you just keep showing up, things will move. Things will happen in a miraculous, beautiful way if you don't give up on yourself internally. Like, you don't start imagining the failure. You continue to imagine what is driving you towards this dream, and like being successful and finally getting that break. As long as you focus on that so deeply as if it's already happened, and then you have that in your heart, and then you keep pushing and you keep having these actions. Your actions are showing your subconscious mind who you are. Like, every day you are recreating your personality with the actions you take. If you show yourself that you are resilient and that you really, really want this, it will happen. You need to start looking at success like it is 100% inevitable. And if it was, how would that change how consistent you're able to be? Like, if someone told you that if you did whatever it is for 365 days, you did it for a year, every single day, then on the 366th day, you would just be a millionaire. You'd be like, oh my god, my success is secured. That's how you need to look at it. You need to look at it with that level of confidence, and then it would be like, okay, well, I know. All I have to do is get to that day. All I have to do is get to 366, and bam, It's happening for me. You might not know the exact day, but you need to know that it will happen for you. Yeah, just people used to tell me like, "Oh, I wish I was talented. I wish I was talented." I felt so far behind. Oh my god, when I was trying to learn how to draw, it was so embarrassing. I had the most cringy, terrible drawings when I was like 20. And I felt unbelievably behind, but I was like, I don't care. I'm going to draw every day. I'm going to draw all the time, and I'm going to get better. And I met people that I saw them and I was like, God, I wish I was talented like you. And I have gotten to that point. And it's not because suddenly I had talent after I didn't. I continued to make crappy drawings, and I continued to believe in myself that I would eventually turn this corner and get to where I wanted to go. And it happened. It happened for me, and it has happened for me in different aspects of life over and over, and it will happen for you. So don't lose hope, and don't ever let other people convince you that you need some kind of mysterious talent or whatever. You don't. You have it. You have the talent because you're doing it. And the talent is continuing to do it. All right, see you tomorrow.